What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Wednesday, July 27th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 5-game slate tonight, so let's take a look at the pitcher position. So the stud on the slate that I like is Kevin Gausman, pitching against a low salary batting team, the St. Louis Cardinals. Kevin Gausman, he's a balanced pitcher, giving up a .609 OPS versus lefties, facing 3 lefties. Now, I like this pick because the Cardinals have only hit 6 of his last 49 pitches. That's a 122 batting average. He's 10,400 FanDuel salary, 1,100 less on DraftKings, averaging 35 fantasy points per game on the season. He has an ERA of 3, record is 7-7, pitching an average of 89 pitches per game. So I like Kevin Gausman here versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, if you want to save some salary at the pitcher position, there's a couple options here, and they're both in the same game. I like Drew Rasmussen, pitching against the low salary batting team, the Baltimore Orioles. Drew Rasmussen only giving up a .636 OPS versus righties and a .500 OPS versus switch hitters, facing 5 righties, 3 switch hitters. And on top of that, the Orioles have only hit 6 of his last 34 pitches. It's a 176 batting average. He's only 7,300 FanDuel salary, same price on DraftKings, averaging 25 fantasy points per game on the season. He has an ERA of 3.13, record is 6-3, pitching an average of 80 pitches per game. So I like Drew Rasmussen here versus the Baltimore Orioles. Now also consider Tyler Wells. He's only 6,600 FanDuel salary. He's 800 less on DraftKings. He's facing a low salary batting team, the Tampa Bay Rays. I like this pick because the Rays have only hit 3 of his last 37 pitches. It's a .081 batting average. So he does seem to have a good start here versus the Rays. So I also like Tyler Wells here versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher first base position. Here's a value play. I like Christian Vasquez, and he's batting against a low salary pitcher, Cal Quantrill. Christian Vasquez batting 5% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .724 OPS versus righties. Cal Quantrill giving up a .715 OPS versus righties. And Christian Vasquez is 2 for 3 with a 1.467 OPS versus Quantrill, only 2,600 FanDuel salary. Now he's 2,200 more on DraftKings, so I love that FanDuel price. Averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season, scored fantasy points in 4 out of his last 5 games, has a batting average of .277. So I like Christian Vasquez here versus Cal Quantrill. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. I like Brandon Drury. He's got a 29% batting advantage over Braxton Garrett. Brandon Drury batting 23% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .960 OPS versus lefties. Braxton Garrett giving up a .762 OPS versus righties. No at-bats versus Garrett yet. Brandon Drury is $3,500 FanDuel salary, $1,600 more on DraftKings, averaging 12 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .271. So I like Braxton Garrett here versus, I like Brandon Drury here versus Braxton Garrett. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. Oh, my third baseman was Brandon Drury. Let's see if I can find another one for you here. This guy is an interesting value play. Take a look at Isaac Paredes, and he's got a 51% batting advantage over the low salary pitcher Tyler Wells. Isaac Paredes batting 12% better versus righty pitchers. He's batting a .783 OPS versus righties. Tyler Wells is pitching 39% worse to righties as he does lefties, giving up a .708 OPS versus righties. So the splits are good here. Now, Isaac Paredes is 0 for 3 versus Wells, but he's only $2,600 FanDuel salary, $1,500 more on DraftKings, averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season, has a batting average of .224, but I think he's a decent value play. So I like Isaac Paredes here versus Tyler Wells. Now, you could also consider Yandy Diaz. He is 0 for 6 versus Wells, however, and he's a little bit more expensive. But I think both of these guys make pretty decent value plays here tonight.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on.
Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, moving on to the shortstop position, I like Andre Gimenez. He's batting against Nathan Eovaldi. Andre Gimenez batting 6% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .712 OPS versus righties. Nathan Eovaldi giving up a .722 OPS versus lefties. Andre Gimenez is 3 for 7 here versus Eovaldi, a .429 batting average and a 1 OPS. He's $3,200 FanDuel salary, $800 more on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season. And let's see, he scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games, and he has a batting average of .301. So I like Andre Gimenez here versus Nathan Eovaldi. Okay, moving on to the outfield position. Here's another value play. I like Jeff McNeil. He's got a 29% batting advantage over a low salary pitcher, Domingo Germán. Jeff McNeil batting 11% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .747 OPS versus righties. Domingo Germán pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, 18% worse than his other pitches, giving up a 1.157 OPS versus lefties. Jeff McNeil is 1 for 3 here versus Germán. That one hit was a home run. Only $2,400 FanDuel salary, $1,700 more on DraftKings, averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .292. So I like Jeff McNeil here versus Domingo Germán. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.